Hey everyone, Rostic here, and today I'm going to tell you a very interesting story that happened while I was working at Clydes yesterday, which, by the way, Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my days off, and so I was called in to work a swing shift, or just the afternoon going into the evening sort of ordeal, and this had to happen, but I found this really funny at the end, so I decided to just make a video and tell all of you awesome people out there about it. Okay, so went in around 2:15 yesterday afternoon to pretty much do what we call a swing shift. You just swing through lunch and dinner and then you're done, right? Okay, cool. So my other hostess comes in at 6 o'clock for her evening shift, and it was pretty slow last night. Not a whole lot of people who were coming in except for the bar. As always, it's pretty crowded, right? Okay, so right around 6:30, 6:35, I get this call. I'm at the podium, the host podium, and I answer the phone, and it's a really old woman. You could tell right off the bat it was a really old woman, mainly because she sounded like this. Hi, dear. Can I do a place out, carry out order? Do you all do that? And I was just like, yes, ma'am, yes, we do. Is that something you would like to do? And she was like, well, I mean, so I have to come in and pick up my food? You don't deliver, right? And I was like, no, you do have to come in and pick up your food up at the bar. We don't do delivery. And basically, she was not sure if she wanted to actually do a takeout order then. So after like 5 seconds of kind of like not talking to me on the phone, she then was like, well, I think I'm gonna do a takeout order, but I have a few questions about the menu. And I was like, of course, definitely. Let me get you the service bartender who does the takeout orders. I personally don't know a whole lot about the menu. Honestly, I think as hosts, we don't need to know everything that's on the menu, but we should know the majority of like what people usually get, our monthly special, the top items, and just a couple random food like items that us hosts personally like. So honestly, I was like, oh god, you know, like let me get you someone who actually knows the menu better. She didn't let me like get off the phone yet. She was like, well, I'm gonna have 2 jumbo crab cakes, and does that come with the red mashed potatoes? I'm like, yes, of course it does, of course, yeah. She's like, well, I don't know if I want that. Okay, well, do you want to sub something? You know, a salad, coleslaw, fries, other potatoes? I don't know. Well, I don't know. And I was like, oh my god, okay, well, let me get you the service bartender. So I switch it over, and the service bartender, very nice woman. I love her to death and everything. And I'm not going to put her name out on YouTube, but she knows who she is if she's watching this. And I probably switch over the phone at like 6:40. Yeah, right around probably about 6:40. I talked to her for about 5 minutes so far, right? Oh, God. Goes over, and I'm just kind of like, cool, you know, she's got it, she's handling this all, blah, 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 blah. About 10 minutes later, I get cut. So I have to go back to the service bar to her, and I have to order my food, as everyone else in the restaurant does. You go to the service bar, and you order your food for dinner. So I go back there, and apparently she's still on the phone with this woman, and I'm just like, wasn't that like 10 minutes ago? And she's like, yeah, but she's crazy. And I'm just like, oh my god, what did she want? Apparently she asked like 21 questions, like no lie. Probably more like 50 questions by all said and done. And I was back there, and I was the only one back there, and apparently this woman was asking questions that even the service bartender was like, I gotta check the chef, I gotta see the pricing, blah, blah, blah. So she asked for like a house salad but hard-boiled egg on it. So I had to go back and ask the chef, and I'm just like, how much is a hard-boiled egg if we put it on a house salad? And he's like, $2.25 it costs. So I'm like, $2.25? Are you serious? So I go back and I was like, $2.25, honey, just tell her that. Oh, well, I mean, that's too expensive. I won't have a house salad. Well, maybe you actually can put something else on there that actually doesn't cost like anything except for like 50 cents if you want like bacon. We probably should not have said you can put other things on the freaking salad, because then she went all on a rant about other things, right? And we're just back there, and the service bartender, she literally was like, you could see that she just wanted to, like, she took the cord, it's a cord phone and everything, she took the cord and she just wrapped it around her neck like once. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, ah! I'm just like, no, don't kill yourself, just kill the woman when she comes in to you know, pick up her food, but, you know, don't actually do that. This poor, you know, 100-year-old, 1,000-year-old woman is, you know, coming in to pick up food, right? So after about 20 minutes, we finally hang up the phone, and she literally, the service bartender, just slams the phone down and it looks like she just wanted to punch someone in the face or throw like a freaking bottle at someone, okay? I would have done that too. Get my food, go over and eat it at the sidebar, and just eating, and my other hostess comes back up, and she's like, oh my goodness, Rustic, like, crazy lady is here, and I'm just like, oh my god, I have to see this old woman, and she's like, but she's really not old, she's like more like 30 years old, and I'm like, huh? So I go up to the bar, and lo and behold, there's like a 35-year-old woman, and she's the one that I'm pretty sure had the takeout order because there's like shit going all over in those into the bag and everything. Oh, but it didn't stop there. She literally looked at like half the food and was like, "Ow, I don't want this and I don't need this and it's, why is the dressing not on the salad?" Well, ma'am, because we put it on the side, so you know it doesn't, you know, we can't toss it on the salad for to-go order. Well, I don't think I'm gonna need it. My grandmother, you know, like, your grandmother was the one that ordered? So I go back to the service bartender, and I'm just like, honey, you don't have to come out at all, but this crazy lady's granddaughter is here. And she's like, oh yeah, she told me exactly who was coming in, what she looks like, and apparently her age is like in her mid-30s. And I'm like, so how old is grandma? And she's just like, probably like 1,000 years old. I'm like, yeah, probably 1,000 years old. So anyways, then she and I both go up to the bar and we look at this woman and she's legit crazy. She's sending stuff back. She's asking the bartenders about like this and that and like, you know, I don't want this crab cake. I want something else and can I have a different salad and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, oh my god. Finally, after 5 minutes, she gets up and she, you know, leaves, right? 15 minutes later, she comes back. She comes back into the frickin' restaurant with the food, goes back up to the bar, and I'm still over at the sidebar finishing up my salad, and the other host is like, oh my god, Rustic, she's back, and I'm just like, what the fudge is wrong with this woman? So we go back up, or I go back up, and she's sitting at the bar drinking a Samuel Adams and asking these two bartenders who are going crazy about different questions about the food. She apparently, like, didn't want something or had to redo like a food order. Just like, oh my god, this woman, you're taking up like our whole entire evening. And she was star crazy. I mean, even the way she dressed, she had long, I forgot, brown or blonde hair, I don't know, and she had like this raggedy old like sweater on, and like her pants were just like black slacks or something. She wore like sneakers or something. She just looked like a freaking mess. And I'm just like, your poor grandmother's not even gonna eat tonight. Either that or she's already dead from starvation. I'm like, oh my god. But this woman just kept going on and on. She just drank Samuel Adams, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I gotta leave. So pretty much this woman, or this whole ordeal, crazy lady at Clydes, took almost like 2 hours, and at the time I left, it was right around like 8 o'clock, and she was still like halfway through her Samuel Adams at the bar, still asking the bartender questions, and we even got our manager involved, saying like, this woman is crazy, we're so sorry, but you know, honestly, like, you should just go shoot her. I didn't say that, but I mean, someone should have. I mean, this, oh my god. People, the bartenders who were bartending last night, I'm so sorry you had to do that, and bless the heart to our service bartender. She deserves an award for being on the phone for like 20 minutes after I was on the phone for about 5 minutes trying to take care of this woman's order. I hope everything went okay with that woman, but honestly, crazy lady. Oh, well, I'm gonna eat my food now. No, I need more dressing. Can you go back to the restaurant, granddaughter? Yeah. That was basically it. And that's probably what happened when she got back home to her grandmother. Either that or she died. Anyways, no, not really. So that's my crazy lady Clyde story that I had to tell you about and everything. Okay, so as some of you know, I've been posting on Facebook a couple days and everything. I'm going to come up with a brand new weather channel for me. It's called Rustic Weather. It's going to be up next week. I'm going to post my first video up on Monday on it. It's going to be about the fall forecast for the country. It's going to be fine. I'm going to get a brand new map because I don't have currently a map behind me. Duh, as you can see, okay? I'm not hiding it. It just got really old and I was like, I need to change it. So, until next time, remember to keep your eye to the sky, and you can check out more videos on my channel, and I'll be back next week to do a, well, Cedar Point video. Max and I went to Cedar Point, and we went on a ride called Millennium Force, and I'm going to tell you my first experience on that ride. Ooh, I was going to strangle him. But I'm alive, so look forward to seeing that. Anyways, take care, folks. Bye!